But yo, beautiful people, this Nate here.
This Kev.
Yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 278. I think.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I think that's right. I think so. Right. Yeah.
Have you left the house today?
No, of course not, bro. You saw that snow?
Yeah, I was outside. I was outside.
You had the snowblower going?
You daggone right. What you mean?
Yes, I thought.
Listen, I had to go flex on them. Like, I only get a couple times a year to use the daggone thing. So I looked out the window and saw my neighbor out there just giving his blood, sweat, and tears. Money was out there for a minute. Like, I literally waited for like a half hour and then I went out there and I was done in 15 minutes.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So you waited right good till he was almost finished and then went through it, just plowed through.
Nah, trust me, he was out there for a half hour. I went out there and got done, went to the store and came back. He was just now finishing up.
Ooh,
so,
man, yeah.
And it's his fault. Listen, you need to invest in a snowblower. So my man Danny, if you see the pod, get you a snowblower. I told you when I was out there, like, fam, I'm gonna feel bad getting done this quick while you're out here giving out.
I mean, you could have offered up to just let him go ahead and do his thing.
See, that's some stuff I can let a person borrow. Nah, he can't. Plus, some people like, having that feeling inside, like, you know what I mean, like cutting your own grass type of thing. Like me, I'm looking for the easiest route when it comes.
I'm saying like cutting your grass is cool, but it's like, man, you know what I'm saying. If you got a mower that can do it faster, I'm not necessarily going to turn that down. Like, I'll still cut it, but. You know what I'm saying? I'm using, you know what I'm saying, a pair of shearing scissors. And you over there, you know what I'm saying, got that John Deere riding boy. You know what I mean? Like, let me hold the riding boy, man. Let me knock this 3-hour job out in 15 minutes.
Asking your neighbor to borrow his lawnmower, like, okay, it'd be one thing to ask to borrow it, and just for like you doing it one time, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get me a riding lawnmower.
Yeah. That's how it's got to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
But see, there's always that chance that you can let somebody borrow your lawnmower, then it becomes
the standard.
Yeah.
Nah.
Then it becomes our
about
lawnmower.
to correct it. Like, nah, player. Yeah. That was just a test drive. You know what I'm saying? But right. I wanted you to just see what you should invest in.
Right. Yeah, that's where it kind of can get nasty. But I'd be the lucky one to get into that type of conundrum. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff that happened to Larry David happened to me, man. Like, I mean, that's why I'd be so happy I have to wear the mask again, because a lot of times my facial expressions underneath my mask, I know it'd be crazy. Because I'd be like, yo, I want out of this conversation, man. Like, I just don't want to be a part of it no more.
See, bro, it's something I realized the other day. As a matter of fact, I think it was yesterday. We was out and about, man. And it's like, a lot of times when we out, I let my, like, you know what I'm saying, like, if we got to do something where maybe it might be like, you know what I'm saying, might have it be a discussion, I usually will let my wife lead, because, you know what I'm saying, she's going to take more of the diplomatic route. But once we're not getting the results that we need to get, I'll ask her, like, kindly step aside now. Like, we tried that part, and then now I'm going to get in your ass. And, you know what I'm saying? So, and like, so like we had a situation where, you know what I'm saying, like we were trying to do something, and the person that was taking care of us or handling this problem for us, they weren't really understanding what we were saying. And my wife, she's being polite and she's being nice and she's like trying to talk through it. And this person, like I felt they were being a little bit rude. You know what I mean? So like, so my wife was talking, trying to explain it, and then at a point, I just put my hand on her shoulder. I was like, babe, I got it from here. Like, she was mid-sentence. I didn't want to cut her off, but I was like, I've had enough of this guy. So I was just like, babe, I got it from here. And she was like, she took a step back or whatever. And then I proceeded to make sure that he saw things my way. And, we got to the resolution that I wanted, regardless of whatever he thought. Yeah. And then it was like, so then I got my, we both understood that I was correct. And then he was trying to explain to me his point of view, but what he didn't realize is that I don't care about
you don't care about your point of view.
I don't care at all.
That's kind of how the conversation goes when you're talking to your wife, or I don't want to say females, but like, no, seriously, like, they want to explain what they were feeling during that time. And then it's like, that goes out the window.
I have no use for that.
None. It doesn't. It brings nothing to the conversation.
And once we both had come to the understanding that I was correct, just do what I say now and get out of my way. Like, whatever else you have to say is of little consequence. I don't want to hear it, actually.
Right.
And so, like, we're about to get back into it, because it's like, bro, stop talking to me, do as I say, and move on. You know what I mean? Like, so and it was funny because like after we came to the resolution that I found suitable, we were walking around, and I could tell my wife was a little bit flustered by this, and I'm like, hey, like, like, what's wrong? She's like, just I'm ready to get out of here. I'm like, I'm not worried about this at all. I actually feel pretty good.
Right.
I will continue to walk around here and do as I please. I'm not flustered at all. And it's one of those things where like either you got it or you don't. So it's like like you were just explaining about the neighbor situation. Like I would give you that free trial, but once that free trial is up, like I don't have a problem having that conversation with you. Like, brother, don't put your greasy hands on my stuff again. It's time to get your own. And you know what I'm saying? And then I'll be like, how was your day?
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean? Like,
and not saying like this neighbor is one of my neighbors I really get along with. He's really cool. It wouldn't even be that thing where I let him. But there is that worry though, because I have to like now because he come knock on the door to borrow. You know what I'm saying? The snowblower.
Yeah.
Like, and then he becomes the snowblower.
Absolutely not, bro. That's dead. He'd be knocking at my door. No, that's dead, man. No, this is never happening again, player.
That's the beauty.
But have a great rest of your day.
Yeah,
and you know, when I see him tomorrow, I'll wave, ask him, hey man, did you catch the game? All of that. Like now, if he feels a way that I told him no, that's his problem. You know what I mean? Not mine. It's not my problem. Like I'm not upset.
I'll sleep like a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Sleep like a baby.
It's got to be in you. It can't be on you. You know what I mean?
We talk about that all the time, though, bro. Like that's one thing that we kind of flourish in. Like you embrace it more. Like not so much embrace it. You actually look forward to it. Whereas me, it'd be like my last resort. Like man, I gotta be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And like I think lately for me too, like my level. Like I used to have a median. I'm pretty laid back when it comes to most things, but when I go from like laid back, then I go to immediately irate. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no median no more, man. Like. We was out today and like we're in you know the conditions are crazy right now, and like this dude we was at Easton, and the whole family is like going across the street, but like it was no stop sign for me, so I'm going through. So I don't know if he felt like he had a right of way because he had a family. Like bro, these conditions are crazy. I might not be able to stop. So they're walking across the street. They got a kid in a stroller. Mind you, the snow is like this thick off the ground. Why the kids in the stroller? I have no idea. Why are you outside, fam? Right. And the little girl in the group, she waves like, oh, thank you. The mom waves, thank you. And this dude ice grills me. He got the mask on. You know what I mean? Not the mask. He got a scarf on, like a whole scarf. And he ice grilling me. And I went from zero to being calm and talk. We was in the car listening to gospel music, right? I looked this man right in his eyes and gave him the bird, man. Like, yo, I like everybody. I pointed at him too, like not you, little girl, not you, mom, you right there, you. And I gave him the bird, like right in his face, man. Like he looked at me like I can see his eyes get all big. But I went from 0 to 100, man. Like,
player.
Yeah, man. He took me there, man. He could have been an MMA fighter and beat the brakes off me, man. Like then I'm pressing full charges, and then what are we doing here, man?
But you know, I guess the flip side of that though is like after that happened, you went on about your day happy as a clam.
I was cool. Like, literally, I was less than 10 yards away, and I was back to rocking to the gospel again. You know what I mean? Like all right. Yeah. Like sometimes the wives they take it with them, man. And they feel, you know what I mean? They take it a little. They feel bad about that. I think that's scarier.
Like, see, to me that's the scarier part. Like, man, you still holding on to that? Like, I mean, that was, you know, hey, man, listen, it was what it was, man. No problem.
Right. So what we eating today? You know, what's
exactly.
Going on? You know, get some fish. What are we thinking?
Yeah. Listen, we was in the store. I was literally like, no, actually, I wanted to look at something. You know, she's like, I'm just ready to go. I'm like, no, I'm gonna take a look real quick. Like I don't feel any kind of way about that. And you know, hey, listen, we got to the resolution I wanted.
Let me ask you this: was the person that you were dealing with did they work at the place that you were at?
Yes.
Oh yes, that's where you just get. That's where you just let her get the ball, you hand it off to her, and just call corporate. Because I'm telling, I'm gonna get a discount somewhere out of this, you know. Because I'm big.
I mean, the guy, he wasn't being like belligerent or anything like that, but he just was not understanding what it was that we were trying to explain to him. Like, okay, I give you the whole backstory. So we had made a purchase for some clothing, and we made one purchase a couple of days before Christmas, and we made another purchase a couple days after. So we were trying to explain to this guy, like, hey, this purchase was made on the 27th, but these here were not purchased on the same order. He's like, yes, these have already been refunded. We're like, no, they haven't. The 3 that you've refunded that we just returned to you that are literally in your hand are from the 27th. The receipt that you're looking at is from the 27th.
Why did
These were purchased on the 24th.
If you're returning it, if you're returning it and you have a receipt, why does it matter when they were bought?
Bruh, because he wasn't. He was thinking that he had already returned that item, and we're like, no, you returned 3. There's 4 pairs of pants here. Okay, so you've returned 3, which is correct. But this 4th pair here it does not show up on that receipt. It's on the 24th. He's like, no. He's like, see, it shows that they've already been returned. It's like, how have they already been returned and they're in your hand?
Fam, yeah. My thing is like, yo, everything is a paper trail. Just look up both orders and you'll see I bought 2 of them.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't even work there, and I figured that out.
Right. So you see why, like, very quickly, I lost my patience.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And I didn't curse at the guy or anything like that, but like he keeps on trying to explain his point, and I'm just like, he'll say whatever he has to say, and I'm like, that's wrong. Okay. Yeah. Now, I think at some point I actually told him, I was like, hey, listen. Because he just wasn't getting it. I'm like, now, and then I start pointing out the logic and what he's saying, and like, because he's showing me the 2 receipts. He was like, see, it's returned for 3. I'm like, okay, so now look here on the 27th. You see 3 pairs of pants purchased, correct? And then you just did a return for 3 pairs of pants, correct? He's like, yes.
Were you returning them to get your money back, or were you exchanging them?
No, for our money back.
Okay.
There was some pants for toys. She didn't like the way that she didn't like the way they fit. Returning them, no problem.
I hate people like that though. Honestly, I hate people trying to give logic, bro. This ain't even your money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd have said something crazy like, yo, I stole these. All right, so return them now. I stole them and brought them back. All right, like give me my money. Like give me the free money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but like once he, I never know that he actually understood what was going on.
He probably still don't.
Yeah. He probably still doesn't. Even though I'm like, bro, there's 4 pairs of pants in front of you. You just returned 3. You know you returned 3. You got a printed out receipt that shows 3 returned.
Yeah.
What's not clicking here for you? But he was just like, all right. He's like, all right, I'll return it or whatever. I'm like,
you know what I realized though, fam? Like seriously though, man. And I point this out to people who actually do a great job of this. You're good at this. Is listening. Like people who don't listen and like people who versus listening, wait for you to get done talking, has literally become my pet peeve in life. Like I seriously, like I point it out. Like I will be, you know me, I'll shut up and listen to you and let you get whatever out you have to say because I'm retaining information. That's how communication works. Like when the caveman first they didn't beat on the rock, and then the other dude was beating on the rock at the same time. He waited for my man to get done beating on the rock. Pause. And then the other one went after that. So that's how they communicated. Like I point that out so much, man. And I'm so thankful I work with my boy Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. And I pointed it out to him because he literally will be quiet while I'm saying something. And then when I'm done, he'll then take in what I'm saying. And then we have great dialogue back and forth. People who wait for you to get done talking versus listening to you is literally my pet peeve in life. Like I
makes you want to strangle him.
It does. It makes me want to just do everything, all the good ethics and good ways about me go out the window, man. Like I just hate him, man. Like I don't know. It just annoys the crap out of me, bro.
See, what I just learned is that so I learned to use that to my advantage, to where it's like, okay, if I know I'm dealing with somebody who just thinks that they have a point and they just want to talk, I'll listen very intently, and then I'll point out all the flaws in what they just said, and I'll ask for their rebuttal as to what they just said. And then usually it clicks in their mind like, I sound like a total moron. And either they get upset because I've embarrassed them.
Yes,
well, sometimes they just get upset that you've embarrassed them, and then they have to like double down in their wrongness. And it's like, we can keep doing this. Off
pod, I'm gonna explain the story. I'm gonna explain something like that too, where I had to like, I know I'm gonna blow my gasket soon, and I'm gonna explain to our pod because I don't want to say it on pod because this person might watch this and then they might think like be preemptively waiting for it, and then they might fix their ways. But no, I'm gonna explain that to you. Yeah. But yo, let's start like we always do. What have you been playing? What you been playing, bro?
Oh man, the only thing I've been playing is 2K. Honestly,
really? That's it?
Yeah, and barely even that. Like I'm kind of back in this. I don't want to say I'm in the slump because it's like I'm not. You know, I mean, it's cool. Like 2K been all right, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you what I've really been playing. Like what I realized is that I have not written any code in like 5 weeks. And the other day I sat at my computer and I just opened up old projects just to look through them because I'm like, I need to look at lines of code because I haven't done this in a while and I miss it.
Really?
So yeah, that's what I'm actually looking forward to, getting back in the groove of things. You know, just life was happening, Christmas, the holidays, getting super busy. You know what I'm saying? Work, all this other stuff. So I was like, yeah, man. You know, I got to get back. I got to make sure I write something. Just something.
I got you. Actually, you know, it's funny you say that because like I got the M1 Mac for work. Finally got my M1. I had the i9 for the longest, and I wanted to write a little bit. Kind of look at some, like not old projects, but kind of look at some things that we work on in my department. So I'm like, I really wanted to get VS Code installed and do some things. And then it was like, it went out the window. Because the thing that got on my nerves is like VMware Fusion hasn't been written for the M1 Mac, and it's pissing me off. Because I hate carrying around two computers. Like, I hate it. I want to be able to just to remote into the other one, just use my Mac primarily. But I don't know, it's first world problems or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know, it just pissed me off. But I like you, I want to get back into it too. I actually was looking at some Udemy courses to take as well. to kind of
it just be
brush
having
up
you
on some
feeling like
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
it just be having you feeling like that.
Yeah, and also it applies that pressure, so they know I'm out here still learning. They know, like, okay, he's about to get a dip. But no, just keep them honest, man. You know,
right?
Keep
you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Put sprinkle of extras on it.
Yeah, man. So 2K, that's it, huh?
That's it, man. I ain't been like, I thought about picking up my Switch the other day. I did think about it. I don't know, but I was gonna pick it up and do something. Like literally, I didn't know what I was gonna play. I didn't I thought about playing Pokemon for a second, and then I thought about playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. I thought about getting back on Breath of the Wild. That actually sounds like a great game to replay. I think it's been enough time now to where I really enjoy it if I played it again.
Yeah.
But then I didn't, and I was just like,
I'm in the same boat. I do the same thing. But for what I've been playing, so I actually a little bit of Destiny, a little bit, but the game I've been really playing, and I was waiting to talk to you about it on pod, was God of War. So I've been, I'm about 3.5 hours in right now, and I'm pissed off at myself because. You know how like Ghost of Tsushima, I know is a great game. I haven't went back in and beat it or whatever, but I kind of knew that God of War was probably a great game, but I never gave it a fair shot until it came out on PC. All right, and you'll be proud of me. All right, because here's what I didn't do: I didn't go buy it for PC as I probably would have in the past, and then owned it, and then I realized I still have this on the PS4 for free. I'll put it on my PS5, so I didn't end up buying it for PC, but I went downstairs in the man cave and played it on the PS5, and man, that game, I don't know what they figured out on PS4. I really don't know what they did, but that game is beautiful on the PS4.
It is. It looks nice.
Upscale on the PS5, I guess it's 60 frames a second, but man, that game was beautiful. So I went downstairs because I knew I had it for free, and I just really dove into it and just started playing it. Now, when I play a game, and I've explained this to you before, I don't really care about the level of hard I don't care about the difficulty level of the game. I'm there for the story. You know what I mean? Right. So like when it asks, what do you want? You want it on insanely hard, which I don't understand why people do that. Or do you want it on to enjoy the story? Of course, I choose enjoy the story. Mm-hmm. And man, they wrote a damn good story in this God of War. Like, I'm not really sure exactly what's going on yet. I kind of got, my mind is kind of thinking I know what's going on. But first of all, Kratos is the worst dad ever. You know what I'm saying? And I love everything about him being the worst dad ever because it makes me feel good about myself as a dad. And then also, I see some things in Kratos that I even do. Like when his son was getting on his nerves, he just said, "Shut up, boy." And I want to tell my kids that sometimes, man. I can't, but I'm like, Kratos is. And like Sharita was watching me play. She's like, "Man, he's not a good dad." I said, "Yeah, it's my type of dude right here, man." His patience level was off, like all that stuff, man. But in the midst of it, though, I do think that he's actually gonna teach his son some good nuggets in there, man.
I'm sure he will. I started that game, and it's one of the, one of the few skid marks on my record. Because I just as good a game as it was, as good as the story was, I could not get jiggy with the controls, man. Yeah, I could not get jiggy with the controls.
Well, and this is where I know I'm washed. Seriously, with gaming especially, I can't stop playing it. Because like when I went back to play Kingdom Hearts 3 and finish it, I literally couldn't. I finished it, but it was like learning the game all over again. But I had stopped playing when I was so deep into the game that it kind of builds on the controls. Yeah. So there was a little mini game in Kingdom Hearts. There's you fly to different worlds, and in between is a little shooting game. It's supposed to be really simple, fam. I couldn't beat the shooting part to get past the next level, so I had to Google it and find out how to do it again in order to make it. And that's why I knew if to play a game like this that's a little bit complex, I got to keep plowing all the way through. So that's why I'm not going to stop. I'm going to finish it. Man, the game is pretty as heck, man.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's a very nice game, but it wasn't even I was having trouble learning the controls. I just didn't like them. It felt clunky. Yeah, I was this is not. I can't get jiggy with this.
Yeah. But yeah, so I didn't.
Mario 64.
Yeah, you never did finish Mario 64, did you?
I never. Not only did I not finish, I'd never picked it up again after that first time I played it. I was like, listen, the controls and camera angle are complete garbage.
It's a little bit better on the Switch. It's a little better on the Switch.
That's where I played it on the Switch.
Oh, really?
Okay. I couldn't do it, bro. Really? I could not do it. Yeah, I was like, this is awful.
I was like that on Mario Sunshine. Like Mario Sunshine's the only Mario I've never beat. Well, no, hold on, I didn't beat Mario Brothers 3 either. That was a hard game.
Really?
I didn't beat that one either. Yeah, probably because my parents didn't give me a Nintendo until I was like 16, and like that's a whole nother issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole nother issue. Which is, it's funny too. I was talking about that too, about parents, how they kind of, the relationship between a parent and a child is so, of course, it's so important, but also the things you carry with you. Like my Jordan obsession now and my video game obsession is because of my parents. And it wasn't that they couldn't buy me everything as a kid. It's just that they wouldn't, to keep me wanting stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also, you can't buy your kid everything. As a parent, I understand that. But literally, it shaped me as a human. Like, I really am like, I realized that something about myself. As much crap as I give you about buying sneaks, I'll never stop. Like, I keep saying it. I keep saying I'm going to sell them. I'm going to get rid of some, which I might over time. But, like, even those off-whites, they're still sitting in the box. And I rationalize it. Like, man, Virgil's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't sell them now.
You got to wear them now.
Now I got to wear them. Exactly. If this weather get better. But I gotta. It's funny with that whole dynamic between parent and child. But yeah, I gotta finish God of War, man. It's a good.
Hey,
game.
listen, I feel you. Like maybe I will jump back in. Like I said, it was no knock on the game. The game was perfectly fun, but it was just like these controls were just driving me mad. I couldn't do it. I'll tell you what, play Horizon Zero Dawn now. If you really want to play a really good game,
and that's kind of now. See, that kind of going down the whole rabbit hole too is, and one thing that got me on playing God of War is, I know me, man, and you know me. I'm going to get hyped about the next stuff that comes out. The new God of War is going to come out, and I'm going to want it. I'm going to want to buy it. I'm going to want to play it. And I was like, dang, I haven't beat the first God of War. So I want to play it, right? Well, Horizon West or whatever it's called, the new city.
Yeah, Forbidden West.
I know that's going to be fire. I haven't beat the first one. I know you beat it. You talked about it. I'm going to play that next. That's going to be my next game I'm going to play.
Very good game. I saw the pre-order go up for Forbidden West, and I almost did it, but I was like, I'll catch it on sale at some point. Like, it's cool. Like, no rush.
But you know what this all comes down to, though, bro? Honestly, it's like Sony just keep giving us blessings, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because Xbox show ain't.
No.
Man, Game Pass got nothing.
So much so, like, Sony's coming out with their own Game Pass, and the only thing that Xbox can say about it is they're copying off of us. And, like, yeah. Like, okay, if you want to keep it all the way funky, right? I mean, you don't work anymore. Apple stole a lot of things from Android, right?
And did it better, though.
And did it better. That's the thing. They did it better. That's what I'm saying. Like, so copying them, if your only saving grace is, oh, you copied me, it's like, all right, man. Yeah. Like, it's kind of like, you're like, I don't know. I was going to
Ho said it best, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I sampled your voice. You was using it wrong. Mm-hmm. You made it a hotline. I made it a hot song. Yeah, that's what Sony about to do. Yeah, you made Game Pass. It was a hotline. It was a good idea.
Yeah.
Now we about to make it fire.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. It's kind of like what Disney did to Netflix. Netflix is almost out of here, fam. I got an email the other day. The Netflix prices is going up to $19.99. The price of the package is going up, and they're not giving us more with it. You know what I'm saying? Like Disney Plus got applying that pressure.
Fire, bro. Listen, Netflix been having that fire.
What they have?
Man, what did I just watch the other day, man?
Don't Look Up?
I watched The Social Network. Don't Look Up was fire.
Okay, I heard.
Don't tell me you didn't watch that.
No, I didn't watch it.
No. Oh, bro, you gotta watch it. Don't Look Up was fire.
I might watch it tonight.
I watched the Mark Zuckerberg movie yesterday. It was real good, man.
Is that old?
Yeah, that's real old. But that's the first time I ever watched it. It was real good.
I watched it. But Disney Plus got Eternals.
Seen it before?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, I finally watched Eternals, man. I didn't like the way they did Paperboy, but
I knew he was good. I knew it when I watched that movie, right? Because we wouldn't seen it. Like we went to the movie theater, and I said it when we were in there. I looked at the street, and I said, "Kev's not gonna like this." They said Paperboy weak,
Yeah.
But that's Paperboy in real life.
Yeah, I know. So it's like it's cool. It's cool.
We'll talk about all fun.
I mean, the movie itself, I don't know. Like the movie itself was good, but it wasn't the best one. Like,
yeah, it wasn't.
We'll see where the franchise goes, I guess.
Yeah, I looked at the deleted scenes and I got kind of ticked off because like the deleted scenes was fire.
Really?
Yeah, man, there was some good deleted scenes in there, man. Okay. There was some good ones. But no, we're back to Netflix though, bro. Netflix, they had Don't Look Up. And what else did they have that you could say like that was fire? You willing to pay the $19.99?
That was fire, or whoa now.
Hold on. First of all, hold on. Before we even get into this conversation, are you even paying for your Netflix? Or are you on your parents' Netflix? See, that's what I'm saying.
What?
Of course, Netflix is
my pop.
Of course, no. I'm taking it all. Of course, Netflix is fire to you. You're not paying the premium, bro.
Yeah, that's right. I pay Hulu. It's the trade-off.
Hulu is $5. That's a Starbucks drink. Although even with $5, it's about to get cut. Hulu ain't got nothing.
Hulu got the fire.
What?
I could watch Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you watch Atlanta.
And Dave and a whole bunch of other stuff, bro. Hulu got the Handmaid's Tale was fire. Hulu got some all right stuff. Listen, I'm gonna tell you who's stepping it up. Apple TV Plus is stepping it up, bro.
They got some fire.
They got the shows.
Which one lately have you been watching?
I finally finished the one show we was watching about the space.
Expandable or whatever it's called.
No, man. What was the name of that show we just watched, man? With the aliens. That
How did you miss the last episode?
Bro,
Invasion.
I don't know. Like, I thought
when you hit me that,
when you asked me passed out.
Yeah, no. Like, when you asked, I'm like, yo, there was a lot to it. Yeah, that last episode was okay. It kind of tied it all together, but it still left a cliffhanger because it wants you to come back for the next one.
Yeah, because the aliens, spoiler alerts, but the aliens ran back down on them. First of all, I told Toya off top. All the people were celebrating. They was all happy. I was like, listen, they mans in them is coming. All right? Like, they ain't going to just leave it like that. Like, that was the end of it.
That was a test. They threw that was like they sent out the B
scouts.
Yeah, that was
the scouts.
Yeah, I knew when the little dude died and he had the epilepsy and all that stuff. Oh yeah, they just kind of like trying to have that connection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Trappin' ain't dead. He coming back.
Oh no, heck no. I did like the fact that my man made it back to his family, and I knew that was anytime a black man make it back to his family, you knew it wasn't going well. Like, come on, let's get it.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like, man. It's like, man, listen, they just had a whole alien invasion. My man was over there fighting in the war, man. He done been on like 3 different continents, man. He made first encounter with these aliens. He finally make it back home, and she still gave him attitude, bro. She still had attitude for this man.
Fam, he's talking to her like, listen, I'm on the other, like, it's a whole nother time zone where I'm at, right? And it's like an alien invasion going on. I make it back to you because I love you. And the second you see me, you still giving me, like, come on.
Yeah, I can't even come in the house.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, come on now.
And
like,
his kid had an adult hairline.
Bro, I didn't like that. I had to rewind that.
You would see that though, fam. Like when you pointed out though, I cracked up laughing because that's so you that you would actually like highlight that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they doing a whole flashback. He like, fam, why the kid got a lineup? Like, baby was like a week old.
Got an infant with a whole lineup.
They hold his little. He can't even hold his head up. They in there with the clipper, like, you know what I mean, getting him right.
Right, bro. It had to be a baby doll. That was what I told Toy. I was like, nah, that can't be a real baby. That's got to be a baby doll. She's like, why you say that? I was like, that baby got a lineup. Like,
now I'm more pissed off.
Up?
Nah, because I'm more pissed off now. Now that you mention it, it probably was a baby doll. So do they think that like black babies have hairlines? Like, that ain't
that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm pissed, like, come on, like.
That's the type of time I was on, bro. I was like, man, who allowed this? You know what I'm saying? Who gave the okay to this?
Oh man, I hate that you just infected me with that, because I be thinking like you sometimes. Like, why am I thinking like this? Like, normal Nadir wouldn't think about this, but nah, Kev, I've had my friend for too long, man. Because like I thought about that, I cracked up when you said it too. Like, this is hilarious, man. This is hilarious.
I'm trying to tell you. But no, Apple TV servant, you still got to get on that servant. First of all, do you have Apple TV yet? Do you have Apple TV Plus?
I have a Plex server.
Yeah, I know that, but bruh, like, why aren't you using the OnePlus family plan for Apple?
You know what? It's principle at this point, because they send me the alert every month, actually, because I still pay for the family plan
for Apple Music.
For Apple Music,
bro,
and then
it's like $3. It's like $3 difference, and you get everything else.
You seen that Martin episode where he didn't want to pay the $5 and they thought he was paying $500? It was $5. It's like that with me. They literally send me an alert every month. Like, fam, you can literally get everything for free if you pay extra $3. I gotta condense it, man. Every time I get the one thing about Hulu, we watch Hulu. You get the alert that you got is it True Bill, where you can actually look at the subscriptions and eliminate subscriptions in your life. I need to sign up for that, because I got a feeling if I go through all my subscriptions, I'm probably paying more than I pay for cable, man. Like, I got to cut this stuff down.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you on that, bro. But, like, first of all, like, you know me, bro. So, like, Hulu, every year around Black Friday, they always run a deal where it's Hulu for a year for 99 cents a month. And every year I have a new email address, man. Could you imagine? Can you imagine?
It's convenience at this point, Kev, because I don't. See, you still have that hustle in you too, where you're going to sign up for a new email and you're going to get it for $12 for the year. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to sign up 2-factor. I don't want to do. I just, Just pay $5 a month.
But no, see, that's the thing. Like, see, you know me, bruh. And it's like, if I pay the $5 a month, bro, I'm going to feel like they got over on me every month. Like, I don't want to spend my whole year like that, knowing that somebody else is getting a better price while I'm over here getting got. I can't get jiggy with that, man. It don't sit right with my spirit. Every year I had miraculously, every year I have a new email address and I have a new credit card to give them every year. No problem.
No, I feel you. I need to condense it down. But hold on. So you said about Apple Plus. What's on there that you're watching though?
Servant was fire, bro. The Invasion show was fire. There's another show on there that's
Ted Lasso was fire.
Ted Lasso was fire, bro. Apple TV Plus really got it, bro.
They do.
They really got it.
Have you watched the Tom Hanks movie yet?
No, I have not.
I can't bring myself to watch that one yet. Something about, I don't know. It's like he done this before. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole when he was on the Castaway. I still, you know what I mean? And plus, he got one of them faces and I watch it, I kind of want to cry. Like he makes me want to feel sorry for him. I'm like, I don't really know how to feel. You know what I mean? Like I already felt this way. You already got that emotion about me, fam. I'm not doing that again.
Or the last black man on earth starring Tom Hanks. Old school Chappelle reference for our younger listeners.
Right. Although I still gotta make sure to watch Chappelle, man. Like I said something the other day and I cracked up and she laughed too because I was laughing, but she didn't know what I was talking about. She didn't get it. Damn, you ain't watch Chappelle. I'm letting you down as a husband, man.
I don't know if it's gonna hit the same for her.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been like 15 years. Like I don't think it's gonna hit the same.
Yeah, I think that's maybe why we never end up watching it because I like you said, I don't think it's gonna hit the same either. All right, man. Ain't nothing else really going on with gaming news, man. It's really. I saw something where like somebody's getting Me Too'd and G4 TV and sexism, and I was like, I don't want to. I'm not going down this road. I don't know what they're talking about, so I kind of left it be. So yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. Did you get the did your Nvidia Shield thing come yet?
No, because I got mine Q2 of this year, so I wasn't on the first. I wasn't on the first
March,
one.
April.
Yeah, like March, April. Yeah, so give enough time to where I can see the first batch when everybody gets them, and then they work all the bugs out. Man, they talking about it's gonna be fire though. You know, being technology,
like it should be.
Yeah, you know, technology, man. I'm all for it, man. Although I didn't pull the trigger on the Tesla, which I just thought.
But I mean, but you were going to. You just didn't like it when you got in it.
Although I found out later that you could turn that feature off too.
Yeah, I know. Regenerative braking, you can turn it off. It's a setting, but
I didn't know that.
That's all right. Listen, man. Next go round, no problem.
Exactly. Plus, then I saw something where some teenager hacked like 10 Teslas and he could find out where they were at and turned on the remote driving. So it was a feature that Tesla didn't even know you could do it. Like he drove it from his house, and he didn't wreck any of them, which is kind of dope. He's a teenager, so shout out to that little kid, man.
Right, man. He got a good job ahead of him, man.
Right.
Did your Gap packages come?
Most of them. I got another pack coming. The Gap factory, man.
It's tough.
Look, man. Look,
it's
hard. Like I feel like
so. Order for another package today.
Did you? Would you? Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. My thing about it. Like when I was when me and Shrita first started dating, right? She found like she would buy a lot of stuff from the Gap, and she would buy it in like the same shirt in multiple colors. And I used to give her flack about it. Like, why are you doing that? It's the same shirt. Like, why are you doing it, fam? I might have all of the stuff that you can get at this point, like because it's so good and it's so cheap, and the fabric is so good. Like I'm like, this is quality stuff right here, man. Yeah, you know what I mean?
$15. You be like,
I like the lay, you know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm fresh every day. You know
every day. Every day. Yeah. Like it's hard to go back because I wanted to get some polo, and I looked at it like, yo, this is the same stuff I get from the Gap, just without the polo dude on it.
Right. I'm not, and it'd be $125 over there. It's $15 over here. It's like
when I got the alert from Polo, they had a sale going on, and this is where I know it's disrespect. Okay, I gotta take it disrespect. They sent me the email, said come on for a sale going on for Polo factory type thing. I said, all right, cool. I log on, fam. The first thing they showed me was a sweater. This sweater was $1,000, and I got so pissed off. Like, what kind of sucker do you think I am? To where you're gonna sell me a garment? A garment, like it could be the Lord Jesus Christ, and they show him carving the garment. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, Nadir, here you go. I'm gonna tell the Lord, no, I'm not buying that. Okay, like don't ever. He would want me to as a test. I'm like, this is a test I'm gonna fail. We'll talk about this later when I die, because I'm not buying it for $1,000. I just am not. So yeah, Polo is not gonna ever get bought again until later. Like I don't know, man. Gap just got a good thing going, man.
Right, it's tough, man. It's tough, but that's also how I knew I was washed, man. Because I was like, yo, I really like this stuff now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But also, and here's the thing. It's like, hear me out. First of all, they got nice clothes.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's like, man, listen. I'm a married man. I ain't trying to impress nobody but myself. As long as I feel good when I put the clothes on and I feel like I look good, I don't really care about anybody else's opinion about anything.
Well, see, but hold on. Let me tell you. And that's where kind of coming into being a cool nerd comes into play, because you don't care about anybody's opinion, but you're still fresh.
Right. Well, it's because I know I look good. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like when one day we was out, you looked at me like, I got that on me. Like, okay, I got that on. I'm like, you do. I'll give it up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I feel the same way. Like that day I sent you that pic, like I got that on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got it, man. So yeah, no, it's just, I feel you. But you know, if because the whole thing about the Gap though, the Gap factory is they know what they're doing. Okay, I got a pack coming. And they know a pack is coming, and then they'll hit me with like, okay, but here was another pack. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
off.
80, yeah, right. Like you earned this. I'm like, earned it. Well, babe, I earned it. I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
Me? I earned it.
Like
it's a scam.
It is a scam, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this sweater. I've got the same sweater like 5 times over in there, but it's like, fam, it's like so good quality. I might have all the sweaters. Seriously,
I have pants in every color you can imagine. Every color pants you can imagine.
The lay is so good, man.
Exactly. It's like, man, I couldn't help it. They were $17 a pop. Like, why wouldn't I buy them?
Right. And especially with you though, you lost so much weight so quick that I'm sure
I needed new clothes.
You needed new clothes, which I thought about you today when I was in Sam's Club today too. The whole keto thing. I don't know if I'm rolling with most. I don't know if all this stuff is keto. I'm gonna keep it all the way real.
A lot of it's not.
Okay, all right. I wanted you to tell me that because I learned this like keto chocolate bar, keto chocolate something, and I said, yo,
chocolate is fine actually.
Okay, but it was like keto chocolate, and then it had that wasn't bad. It was like keto something. It was like a whole keto line in Sam's Club, and that's when it starts getting trendy. I'm like, I know what you're doing out here.
Top of the year,
you're right. Yeah. You're right. This is where everybody tries to do everything right, all the gym memberships and stuff.
Bro, we looked at something because I remember you got them buns or you got some bread or something from Sam's Club and that it was supposed to be keto bread. So we was looking for it because you know what I'm saying we buy keto bread pretty often now. Aunt Millie makes a keto bread that's fantastic and it's literally 1 carb a slice or 2 carbs for a bun.
It's not spongy.
It's amazing. No, it tastes just like regular bread, bro. It's amazing.
Got send me the link.
But so we was looking through Sam's Club, man, and they had some bread, and it was like keto friendly. We was like, oh, okay, well, let's see. Man, the joint was like 6 or 7 carbs per slice. We was like, you're a liar. You're a liar.
I was send somebody in shock. What you mean? Somebody
passed out. That's a regular slice of bread. If you're not, or actually, I don't know what a regular slice of bread is. Probably more. So it probably is okay, but it's like, yo, listen. To be in ketosis, like to understand how few carbs you could have, it's like 2 pieces of bread. You've pretty much eaten up your entire daily allotment. Yeah, and there's some places where you're not going to be able to avoid having carbs. So
my God, we were washed, Kev. And like I'm excited talking about this, like, but God, we were washed, bro. Like,
I've embraced it. I just embrace it now. I'm like, man, listen. To my, this is what I tell young men all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, listen. When you get of age or like when you get a little older, man, get your feet up under you, find a woman, a good one, and marry her. Okay? Listen, it's going to make your life so much easier because the things that you were concerned with before, like, man, you want to have a nice car, you want to wear expensive clothes and all that stuff, goes out the window because that girl who you married does not care. As a matter of fact, she doesn't want you spending money on that crap. Okay? She has her own goals for where she wants this family to go. And what you'll end up finding out is that if she was worth it, that those goals will actually end up benefiting you. So it's like literally, you could, like, I buy a pair of $15 pants. I'm excited about it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't need $300 red monkeys anymore. I ain't trying to impress nobody.
I still don't see how people do that. But if you paying down, you'll see I got that on me now. Like,
exactly. That's something. I'm gonna be fresh. I'm gonna look nice. But it's like I ain't gotta spend the whole, like, bro. You check the label. I don't care. Yes, this is Gap. First of all, Gap. I feel like Gap's a good brand. You know
I do too.
And guess what? At the end of the day, I like it. I don't care what y'all are doing over there anymore because I ain't trying to impress nobody.
I never got down with the designer. Like even with like the belt phase, like the whole expensive belt phase, that just never made sense to me, man.
But like I'm not hearing you on that. We were just talking about being on Ralph's site, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was different. That Ralph was different. Okay. Like we never talk down on Shirt Ralph. I'm talking about like the belt, the $900 belts. Yeah. Like that was a nasty time. And they would have the belts and then sag the pants. I still don't get it. I still don't understand the belt. Okay, but now they sagging the pants without the belt. So why are they sagging the pants?
I'm saying they sagging skinny jeans now because they want you to see the belt in their behind. Again, bro, like I said, bro, get married, you don't got to worry about none of that. You don't got to worry, like, listen, man, most of the time I wear a sweatsuit most of the time. All right?
Right.
My wife don't care. She know what's going on.
Right.
Like, I'm built for comfort these days.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. That's the one thing I will say. I don't look for comfort is sneaks, because I still think that Michael Jordan's the GOAT because he played in Jordans. I don't. Jordans aren't comfortable. Like I wore like last week I wore ones every day, Jordan ones. By Friday I'm like, why did Mike wear these? Like what these aren't comfortable. Like ones are not comfortable. Like
well, you also have to keep in mind, like, the shoe is almost 40 years old, so
True.
it's like,
True.
the technology, like, we've just experienced different things since then, but we're still going back to a shoe from the 1980s,
right?
Because they look that good. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna give some pushback on this, because fours are actually very comfortable.
Four. There are certain like 11s. They're not comfortable. 11s are not comfortable.
No,
the new 11s are kind of. They're a little bit better. But like
maybe
fours
are
are
a little wider.
Threes are not comfortable at all.
They're just heavy.
Like
very heavy.
Threes are like cinder blocks. You know what I mean? But fours are comfortable. You're right. I do rock fours.
Eights are very comfortable too. They're heavy, but eights are very comfortable. Very well padded on the inside.
I need a pair of Aqua 8s. I need to re-up on a pair of those.
You do. I have a very nice pair. And
I
love them to death.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Every so often I'll see you and you'll come out with something. I'm like, I forgot about those. You know. Like,
and listen, here, I'm gonna tell you the real trick. I forgot about them too.
But it's a sickness that we'll never get out of, and I've accepted it. I literally have accepted it, man. Like I saw the Fire Reds are coming back and they're retailing for $210. I was like, good Lord, $210? I gotta get them. I'll get them though.
Man, I seen those. Like, I have noticed though, I'm not loving everything. Like those Cardinal threes that everybody's going crazy about, that's coming out in a couple weeks. I don't like that.
No, I don't like those.
I ain't rocking with that.
The Citrus 7s are bought. The Playoffs 12s are bought. And and those Fire Red 3s, they're bought. Nike Air on the back, like they're bought, man. I don't have a, they're bought.
It be like that sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I trust you. I know how it is, man. Go real nice with the Gap lay.
Yeah, for sure. I already got a sweater ready for him. I already got one ready.
Know?
All right, man. So football is over for me, right? Eagles lost yesterday, and I was okay with it. No, I didn't.
You wasn't.
No,
you didn't even
no,
watch.
I didn't. Because at some point, Kev, I understood. I knew that it was an insurmountable mountain they weren't going to get over. They were down like 21-0, and like I'm not that team. I'm not that fan that's going to literally watch my ship go down in flames. I'm aborting mission. Like if I was on the Titanic, I'm looking for the escape pod. I'm not gonna watch the ship go down. I'm out of there. So I knew we were gonna lose.
With the ship, man, like the band.
Nah, I knew we was gonna lose, and you kept trying to keep me optimistic, and I appreciate you for it. But no,
I wasn't trying to keep you optimistic. I was just saying, like, hey, man, listen, you got one more week of football to watch. You might as well just go and watch it.
This didn't even count as a week. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was out there. But what I found a lot of love in the fact of was that watching them Cowboys lose later that day. And I was immediately happy. I forgot all about the Eagles losing, man. So today was actually a great day. Because nothing is more funny than seeing Cowboy fans mid-season. They literally have not been relevant for the last 20 years. But, like, for some reason, these sports pundits keep talking about them all the time. And, like, they build them up to where the Cowboy fans end up thinking they got a chance. Every year, I hear this mess. Every year. But, like, week 7 or 8 or 9 is usually when they fall down. This year, not so much. And I kept talking to the barbershop's going to be very, very enjoyable this Thursday. I don't even need a cut, but I'm going in. I'm going to get a cut this Thursday. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to go in there and smile. Because they know what I'm coming in for, because a lot of cats in there are Cowboy fans, and they were so, this is our year. We're going to win. CeeDee Lamb, bless you. You know, we're going to win. We're going to do all these things. And I'm like, fam, y'all know what Cowboys do every year. So anyways, they lost. So I'm happy, man. Like, listen, I'm that guy, man. I was the kid who was happy seeing Michael Irvin on the field with his face mask to the side. I cheered. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wish everything bad to Cowboys, man. That's just what it is, man.
Yeah, listen, I got no dog in any fight. I got to call my dad, check on him, see how. I know it's probably like he probably gave up on him pretty quick. He's more realistic about what's going on.
Exactly. Pops is a realist, bro. We've had a lot of conversations, and your dad is a realist when it comes to the Cowboys. The other Cowboy fans is what I get annoyed with, where they're just like, they feel like they got Zeke's the best front. Listen, Zeke been washed for like the last 2 years, man.
Zeke got his money. Like he ain't got to worry about it now.
He did,
you know
but I knew. Listen, seeing Zeke with the Ankh thing through his nose told me everything I need to know about the Cowboys this year. Told me everything. It literally told me everything I needed to know, bro.
His focus was elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? I still do, like, I know that it was wrong that the Saints weren't in the playoffs, because we could have beat we could have beat the Buccaneers like how we had been doing all year. We've been whooping them every time we've seen them this year. So the Eagles, they should have just stepped out the way, let the Saints go ahead and do their thing. But it's cool. I mean,
Jameis
now we all at home. Huh?
You see the clip? You see the clip of him?
Yeah, I saw
working out
Jameis.
some?
He was. Yeah. I was happy about that. So I mean, we reload for next year. We were actually a better team than what I thought. Taysom Hill just wasn't the move. I don't know why we didn't just give Cam Newton a shot.
Yeah,
because Taysom Hill just ain't it. Like, he's not a quarterback. That was really the biggest problem. He wasn't a quarterback.
When they referred to Taysom Hill and said he was a Swiss Army knife, it told me everything I needed to know too. Because I'm like, fam, if you ever use a Swiss Army knife, they're not good at it. They're good at certain things. They're not great at anything. You know what I mean? So like, why would you have a Swiss Army knife in your pocket? Like, the guy with the bigger knife is always going to win, man.
Yeah, it, like a Swiss Army knife is literally just a miniature version of tools that like you can use at a pinch, but there are better tools. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was what it was, but it's cool, man. We're gonna retool. The only thing I have to root for now is that the Rams lose. In spectacular fashion. I hope that the punishment is pure.
Listen, and okay, so your exact reason why you hate the Rams is why I hate the Cowboys. Because
listen, I understand your hate for the Cowboys.
Yeah, okay, you understand it, because if they win, you're not gonna hear the end of it because Chan's going.
First of all, they haven't even won yet, and I already had to hear it today. Like,
really?
I'm in the group messages. He's like, man, party at my house tonight to watch the Rams. Since the rest of y'all losers,
he's
don't
a
have
brave
nobody
guy.
to watch.
No, he's a brave guy. So I know my level of maturity is not as high. Cause like my maturity will go out the window if you talk like if I'm around somebody and they like giving me crap about the Eagles, like all that maturity goes out the window. All this like shoveling and all that stuff, like I want to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like everything goes out the window.
Well, he didn't single anybody out. He grouped us all together as all y'all losers.
What I'm
teams
saying
are out
though,
of the playoffs.
Yeah, what I'm saying though is like having people around you and like while they're laughing and like ha ha pointing at you as your team loses is like that's like that engulfs like that would I would turn to God of War. I'd be Kratos.
I guess it's one of those things. See, here's the thing though, you don't dish it so much. Like I'm saying, like, and maybe you dish it to Cowboys fans. Understandable, it's cool.
Right.
You got to keep in mind, he dishes it to anybody who's not a Rams fan. So it's like he's got to be able to eat it when they lose too. You know
that's true. That shows a lot about me. I'm not because I don't dish it. You're right, I don't. But like one of my homeboys, my boy Rock, he hit me up to the Redskins. What did he say? Something about the Redskins. Like, man, you're a relevant team. You don't got a name. You're a Washington football team. You know what I mean? Like, stop, man.
They should keep that name.
They should. I think that's fire.
I like Washington football team. Yeah, because Commanders, I don't like it.
Yeah, that's gross. That's gross. Commanders, that's nasty. I don't even know what to compare that to, but that's just not. That's not it.
Minor league sounds like arena football.
That does sound like arena football. So that's a good one. Thank you. I'm gonna take that, put that in my back pocket. So when he says something else, I'm like, Commanders, like you have an arena football team name. Yeah, I don't look forward to it. But they're about to play too, and they're gonna have a hard game. They're gonna have it's gonna be rough for them today. Because that guy, I don't want to call him a midget because that's the wrong term to use. That little person that plays quarterback for the Cardinals he's a problem.
Yeah, he gets it done, man. And and I mean they still do have Matt Stafford, and he's not proven to win anything. So I'm hoping that they lose in dramatic. Like I either want it to be a blowout or I want it to be a heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what I'm. Matter of fact, they deserve a heartbreak for what they did to the Saints on that clear PI that we didn't get the flag on that we should have because they had clearly paid off the refs, and just for them to go on and lose in spectacular fashion in the Super Bowl when we would have won. You know what I mean? They just getting in our way. So I either hope it's an ass whooping or I hope that it's a heartbreak. Like, those are the only two ways. Like I don't. That's the only way. I want it to be embarrassing. Either, no matter how it goes.
Right. No, I feel you. All right, man. So KD, he's out 6 to 8 weeks. He tweaked his knee.
4 to 6.
4 to 6. I wrote down 6 to 8.
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6. They should keep him out of 6 to 8. Let him chill out, man. Let Kyrie come back and play a little bit more. Let the beard run the show a little bit more. Do you think they're overworking? Do you think that he's doing too much?
Nah, because I mean he got injured. That was a freak accident kind of. I mean, guy just fell into his knee, like Yeah,
okay, so they didn't bump knees. I thought they bumped knees.
Nah, so when his teammate actually, they were going for the ball or whatever, and the other dude bumped his teammate, and his teammate just fell, and he hit KD's leg, and KD's leg, he just kind of hyperextended his knee. Because I mean, it's just a bruise. a bruised MCL. Like, it's nothing major, but it's like, all right, rest it, heal it up. It's cool. But I would like to see them maybe taper down his minutes a little bit and then, you know what I'm saying, find a sweet spot for the playoffs, which I do think that they'll do now that Kyrie, it looks like, is going to start being in full rotation, not just home games.
I think all teams are going to do that. Like, even with Clay, you know, kind of running the show, they're struggling right now, but they put up enough padding to where they can afford to lose these games. It's really no big deal. But they're sitting Dragoon and sitting Steph right now. Although I don't know why they were sitting Steph. I don't know if he got hurt or something.
Nah, I think Steph just chilling.
Yeah, that's what I think so too. And plus, we all know when they come back, I will say Golden State's a totally different team when Draymond's not out there. And I think he'll be fine. They'll come back and like they're gonna be a tough out. But it gives Clay enough time to like run the show a little bit. The young dudes to kind of get a little battle tested, and I think they'll be fine. They're gonna be a tough out in the playoffs. The Lakers still suck.
LeBron apologized.
He did. He also I saw that he said anybody's tradable too, and I think it was a shot at Russ. Russ should take that. Yeah, he needs to take that and understand. Like, dude, if he goes by the locker room and LeBron's playing 2K, Russ needs to be nervous because he's definitely in a trade machine. Seeing what trades work, you know. When
LeBron apologized, I kind of read that as I'm gonna get rid of Russ. Like, we'll be better because I'm about to get rid of Russ. Like, I've put together a package that for Buddy Hield, and Russ is gonna go to the Kings. And they can play cold as ice every night for all I care.
Bro, they're losing. They're losing to everybody, man. Like what Denver did to them. Denver put out like 133 against them.
Sad.
It's like, dang, bro. Y'all gave up 133 points. You only scored 90-something. And it wasn't even like, and the 133 wasn't even they could have scored 170. You know
I want to go back to the summertime when everybody was talking that yang. And I was telling y'all, like, yo, listen, Russ going to the Lakers is not a good thing, man. Like, I don't know about this. This don't sound good. Everybody's like, man, we got AD, we got Russ, Braun, and only person I feel bad for is Melo. Melo don't deserve it. Yeah, they was like, man, look, who gonna stop us? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, I'm looking at it like this ain't a good team, man. I don't know what y'all see in here. They like, man, Russ triple double every night. Put Russ with Braun. I'm like, Braun stats go down.
I blame AD for this though. He couldn't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? He stayed ouchy all the time, man. Like, I want to say something.
Data Davis.
Yeah. Street clothes Davis.
Yeah. No, Data Davis was the most funny thing I ever heard. Yeah. That was the funniest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, the Lakers stink, man. And, the bright spot for them has been Dwight Howard. You know, he's actually been playing pretty well. He's shooting threes. I'm like, man, they really out here don't care at all. Because they got Dwight Howard. They got plays for Dwight Howard running threes. So, yeah, the Lakers are cooked. They might not make the playoffs.
Talon Horton Tucker or whatever his name is.
I don't know.
Guy. Remember he was supposed to be the future. That's the reason they traded Caruso, because that guy was supposed to be it.
Yeah, the Bulls are struggling now too. I'm thinking about Caruso.
I mean, the Bulls lost to two very good teams. I'm not worried about that. They're still a very good team too. Yeah, they lost to the Warriors and the Nets. Like,
yeah. Man. What do you think about Memphis? What they're doing?
I think that, you know, it's good for a young team, but when it comes time, like they'll be a young team again. Like, just like, to me, just like Utah. Yeah,
and that's kind of the same way I roll with it too. Is like, because I've said before, man, these games, there's just too many games in the NBA. You know what I mean? A lot of them don't even matter. No one. People are watching, but they don't matter. A lot of these regular season games don't matter, so no one cares, man.
No, I mean, the regular season is just about putting on the show for the fans. Like, you know what I mean? And yes, you establish position and all that stuff, and it gives teams a lot of time to establish their position, which I like. I mean, no reason why they can't play this many games or whatever. But yeah, it's like, man, if a team goes on a 5-game losing streak, it don't really matter that much, like
at all. You know, when it comes down to it, as long as when the good teams get into the playoffs, we know who's going to be good and who's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of know. Did Jamal Murray, is it Jamal Murray play for the Nuggets? Did he come back yet?
I think he is back.
Okay. All right. I wondered about that because I know Jokic
Nuggets ain't been great, though. Like,
no, they haven't.
Up and down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think ultimately, I think they're going to be okay. But they're still improving. But I like Jokic, though. I like him. I think he can do it. Last thing we have, man. So this Kanye in the Game song, right? First of all, it's weird, all right? The Game and Kanye, the Game is one of those artists that I wonder what's going to be his legacy. Like, what are we going to say about him and ultimately when it's done? Because he's had some pretty good albums. Yeah, but he's also has a lot of cornball moments. You know what I mean? One of which that he even like talked about with Kanye's spouse, you know? And like now he's on a song with him. Like this is weird, bro. When I saw that video of all of them in the room, it was Madonna, Floyd Mayweather, AB, The Game, Kanye, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other nefarious characters in there too. That was weird. Like what's going on? You and then they got the picture of the skinned monkey. Like explain this to me, Kev.
I mean, that was just that's just free promo, man. You know, you know what's gonna get the people going. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, the song, not the greatest song ever. It's just Kanye's little throwaway. You know what I'm saying? Just he had to get things off his chest. Which I mean, Kanye Game is completely forgettable. I forgot that he was on that song completely. First of all, I thought Game was supposed to stop rapping like 5 years ago. What happened to that?
I thought he had to stop because he owed somebody some money or something. Didn't he lose like a lawsuit? He had to pay some girl like $7 million?
Some girl from Flavor of Love or, a show of that variety or that sort for the love of the game or something like that. He got sued for, getting a little handsy or something. And he thought wasn't nothing going to happen. And boom, he lost $7.5 million. It got ruled against. Okay. And he's who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Prayers to everyone involved.
That's always to go back to.
That's what. But then Kanye, I mean, he gonna beat up Pete Davidson. I like that. I like that energy for Kanye. Listen, Kim, it's over for her. It's over.
Is it?
It's a wrap. Oh yeah, it's a wrap for her. She went out.
That Saturday Night Live performance hits a little differently now that we know that that's her new boyfriend though.
Nah, I mean, whatever. But she's going out sad. Like, I mean, Kanye talking about he can't go to the baby's party. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, we're done with them now. Y'all ruined your own brand. We ride with Kanye. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of happy about the whole thing because it seemed like, listen, Kanye, I told you the other day, when he got with Kim Kardashian, he fell off a little bit. Like, I still like some of his music, but that was around the time Yeezus came out. It was like Yeezus, Kim Kardashian, and then when that ended was Donda.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
He's got to get a blow up, but he got to quit being in those rooms, man. Like, what was Madonna doing, man? Like, what was she doing there? Like,
she just shows up to things.
That was a weird group of people, Kev.
Very much so.
That was a very weird. And AB is going out. I know you rolling with him. I don't know if you admitted on pop, but he's going out sad. He's weird, and I get.
Oh, he's definitely weird.
Yeah,
but we knew he was weird.
Yeah, true. But yeah, he was
like
in the room
Jimmy
too.
Butler. Him and Jimmy Butler need to link up. First of all, no. Have you seen those pictures of Jimmy Butler when he was going for his bike ride recently?
I haven't.
I was gonna send it to you, but it was so flagrant. I was like, I can't even bring myself to put this in our text message thread. Like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay,
but you'll see it eventually.
Okay,
he's a weird guy. He's a strange guy. Very much so.
You always said that.
He's a very strange guy. He had like a slingshot thong or something like that.
What?
He's a strange guy. He's a strange guy.
I don't even know what that is. No, I don't want to see it. I'm not looking at it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of them, like, I see a lot of women wearing the bathing suits where it's like, it's just one piece and it's like the straps go down and then it turns into a onesie and comes back up. But Jimmy Butler had it on with some sweatpants saying he was about to go for a bike ride. It was like,
oh, so he was trying to troll. That's what it's.
I mean, listen, you had it on now, all right?
Okay, all right.
Ain't no trouble, man. Like, come on now. You purchased it and then you put it on.
Right.
Come on now. But
Bulls are not going far in the playoffs.
Kanye, we do need to get him back around more African Americans. That's the only thing I will say. Kind of get his mind all the way back right.
He need to get around some guys that's going to talk to him and not be yes men. This has yes men mentality. Like, why is he hanging out with the game? Nothing comes good of it. Like, the game is like, there's nothing comes good of this, man.
That's whatever. But maybe leave LA for a little while. Maybe go hang out in New York.
True.
Maybe go hang out in New York, man. Maybe. Let's put the Rock back together. Hov, help him out. The Kardashians are gone.
He just need to go be around some bros that don't care about getting liposuction. That's what he need to.
He need to hang out with? He need to hang out with KD. That solve all his problems, man.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Because KD, I mean, outside of basketball, KD seems like a pretty regular guy.
Yeah, right? He does. I think that's why I told you. When I knew when KD showed up in that sweatsuit, I'm like, yeah, it's Nets. I mean, Golden State and foe, man.
KD, you never see KD hanging out with Madonna
at all.
He don't care nothing about that
at all. He gonna tell Madonna like, why are you here?
He'll be like, who?
Who's Madonna?
She got what's the jump shot look like? All right.
What's your in and out like? Right?
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to work on the game or not, because otherwise I ain't really got a use for you now.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, shoot, let's go root against the Rams here, man. You got anything else?
Only the other thing I would have to ask you, who would you like to see Russ traded for? That was the only other question I really had.
Russell Wilson?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. Oh.
Jesus.
Thought you were talking about Eagle stuff. I think that the Russ has shown his card so much. I don't know if he has any trade value. Like, it's like Ben Simmons and then there's Russ. You know what I'm saying? Like, Russ is a little bit above Ben Simmons at this point. So I don't know if he
trade Russ for Ben Simmons? If I'm Philly, I don't. I'm like, why don't I want him come wrecking my team? We're doing all right.
Right. No, you don't want to do that. If you're Philly. So I read that they were the Sixers are actually trying to package Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons to get a top player. But Ben Simmons has no trade value. But if I'm trading Russ, I would trade him for a shooter. Like you said Buddy Hield earlier. If the Kings are going to jump on that, sure. You know, throwing some other players, make the contracts match. I would do that. Like Russ doesn't, him on the Lakers just doesn't fit, and the Lakers need to come to the realization that it doesn't fit.
Where does Russ fit?
On a bad team.
I mean, we saw that with the Wizards already.
True, he needs to go back to a bad team. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need to be on a good team. It's highlighted too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I think the Lakers really kind of set themselves back for that. And I think they might, and it sucks because I think it's going to be at the detriment of the end of the LeBron ring chasing years.
I mean, he could always go join the Nets, man.
You always saying that. Like they're not gonna be able to do it, man. And I think with LeBron making the whole thing where everyone gets along is like that's not gonna happen. They're never going to. The Nets aren't going to go with that. I think a lot of players, if they kept it all the way true, they would actually speak that as far as being honest about it. They like seeing LeBron struggle like this. They like seeing his teams not. Because when he played with the Heat, it was hell to pay for everybody. So seeing him now,
domination. Yeah, but I mean that was a different era of players. Like most of them guys ain't even around anymore.
Look, I just got another email from Gap. Gap big sale wrap up. Like, come on, man. Like they know what they're doing. Yeah, as soon as we get a pod, I'm going right in there and see what happens. See what that big sale talking about.
It got so bad now. I was placing my order right. I had you hit the threshold, you get the free shipping. So I told him like, hey man, was there anything that you wanted? Mm-hmm. I maybe ordered like 4 things. And next thing I know, my order was 12 items. She sure enough had enough stuff that she wanted, which I was happy about. I'm like, listen, make my baby happy, cool. Yeah. But I was like, oh wow, I done put everybody on now. Everybody love it now.
I appreciate the Steve Nash assist, bro.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
Oh, you know how that goes. But I normally can't get Toya into stuff, but she's into it now. She's all about the Gap. Oh yeah,
man.
We gotta stop talking about it on the pod. Like I don't need anybody else.
I don't need the prices to go up either. Yeah.
Not even that. I don't need nothing else being sold out. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. I'm with for a good Eagle wise. Eagles package up Jalen Hurts and those 2 first-round picks. Go get redacted. Bring redacted in. That's what we need. They know who we talking about.
Stick with Hurts, man. Quit trying to give up on the black man.
We'll get another black man. We're trading a black man to get a black man. Although I want to see some more black coaches too.
That don't sound good, man. That's not a good way to go.
Okay, all right, whatever. I want to see some more black coaches in too. There better be because a lot of cats got fired. There better be at least 4. I know 4. That's what one thing. One thing about the Cowboys. Before I get off of the Cowboys though, that I don't want to happen, and I might cut this out of the podcast. Do not go get Flores, the guy that got fired from the Bengals. Not the Bengals. I'm sorry, the Dolphins. The one that got fired. That would be the worst thing that could happen for my Eagles is that he goes to the Cowboys because he would be a kind of coach that would stand up to Jerry's world. So yeah, they don't go do that. Don't listen to Nadir with that.
You think Jerry gonna listen to this, anything that's made?
Jerry don't care about nothing.
Listen, at the end of tomorrow.
At the end of the year, that team. At the end of the year, when the Cowboys are in the green, that's all Jerry cares about. He don't care about winning. He don't care.
No,
he don't care. Really. But yo, let's get out of here, man. But yo, people, this Nadir.
This kid.
Yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 278. Drink more water, people.
Peace.